there's. I would like to it's kind of this is really interesting subject because it's kind of parallel to what we experience here in school, right? So they had in basketball they had these two players called Jokic and Markieff Morris. Okay, so Jokic he plays he's a star player for the Denver Nuggets for Denver Nuggets team, and Markieff Morris he also has a twin that plays in the NBA. But he plays as a forward center for a team named Miami Heat.
Right.
And their last game together, the Morris brothers, him and his twin brother, they're well known for having aggressive fouls.
Yeah.
So
basically.
What happened was that Jokic had enough at some point, and Markieff he had an aggressive foul. He fouled him, and then he even pushed him with his hand. So he says and then he really disregarded it. So he just continued to walk, and he turned his back to Jokic in the middle of the game. So Jokic is a 7-foot giant. Okay, Markieff is not still a basketball player. He's like 6'7", but he's not as heavy and big. And he just ran his shoulder in his back, and then Markieff Morris just couldn't stand up, and he got injured, and he couldn't participate in the next game. So this is, I really don't know how to react to it. On the one hand, I think that he did something that Jokic did something that the entire league wanted to do, because the guy was being very aggressive and very dirty play. He plays a lot of dirty plays in the game. But on the other hand, basically the other guy is right now
Is he seriously injured? Is it?
I think something in the neck, nothing too serious. He's gonna
serious?
He's gonna miss one game at least. So it's not like a career ending.
Right.
But it's still quite a retaliation, I'd say.
I don't know. You're the martial arts guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have the knowledge, but my understanding is as soon as you go to attack someone, there's always the possibility of serious injury.
Yeah. So I think he kind of a lot of, if you go online, you'd see everyone he had it coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, but I don't know. So he was getting lots of fouls, and so surely he was suffering in the game. No, wasn't it more difficult to be in the play? By the way, I have no frame of reference for basketball.
Okay.
All I know is you said Miami Heat, the name LeBron James came to mind. That's all I know, right?
He used to be there, right?
Right, yeah, there you go. I'm not stupid, right? Okay. Yeah. So he's getting lots of aggressive fouls.
Yeah. Now, Morris, the Markieff Morris guy from Miami, he's doing aggressive foul. Super aggressive, super dirty.
Yeah. So doesn't he get pulled up by the ref for that?
So if the ref can see it, if the ref doesn't see it, just doesn't do anything. Okay. And sometimes it is dirty but legal. Okay, so
he's not being a good sport.
He's not being a good sport, no. Really not being a good sport.
Some part of me, how you can have lawful good and a chaotic good, and So the lawful good side of me is I don't know. He should just he should get in trouble with the rules. But then occasionally you just kind of want to it's not that you would ever do that to anyone. It's just that you're happy to look the other way when someone does it.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I don't endorse this.
Yeah.
No student should ever do that, but I get it.
No, you shouldn't do that. Never. Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. I see it as sometimes these kind of these kind of dirty plays causes serious injuries later. So I do not if there is a rule. There's no rule that protects you, for example, or nobody actually does anything about these things. It's really easy. I think there is a natural process where you need to at some point just stand up, just do something about it, even if you get retaliation later. You know what I mean? Even if you get I got up, I hit the guy, and he's not going to do that again, maybe or maybe not. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit vigilante, though.
Yeah, it is vigilante.
It's a bit vigilante, and it's difficult. What's funny about vigilantes is superheroes are also vigilantes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, Daredevil, all the other ones.
yeah, literally every superhero. So like, unless you like watch the whole Marvel thing, I don't. You get like other friends of mine in here and argue with me. But you know, like generally, we acknowledge that sometimes the rules aren't working for some people. So people take matters into their own hands. Maybe this means that basketball has to think about its rules. I don't know. I don't know enough about basketball to tell what to do. You know.
Probably. They have been doing some changes in rules because sometimes people did like took advantage of fouls and then took advantage of them to create more points and create more situations. So, for example, think about it like as a school thing where somebody basically someone rats on his friend when he is doing the trouble. You know what I mean? And then he gets the credit for talking to the teachers and everything.
Yeah.
So I would think about it some way like that. But the thing is, they also cause them to do this stuff. For example, like someone the offensive, like someone who is in the offensive, he just grabs the defensive hands, just carries it with him, and then the ref says, "Oh, his hand is there. That's a foul against the defender."
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I mean, I never played much team sport growing up, but like I like to catch the occasional game of like soccer or whatever, and I'm always impressed by like how physical these games, which aren't even, you know, like when I watch like a rugby game, which I don't, but if I did, it's very physical, but it's like on purpose physical. Then there's the games like soccer, which are like they're supposed to be a little bit physical, but like there are rules, and like you can clearly see when people are being aggressive and people, I don't know, like it's a fine line. And I think that there's like a spectrum of how people decide to play. Like you actually can't not be aggressive in these games.